is Mr. Michael Turner, Pun Master General, reporting to deliver Jukebox, Joker's Jukebox Volume 5, which is the Miscellaneous collection. What sort of people steal telephones? Those who suffer with hang-ups. Is it true you thought the Bakewell sisters were a couple of tarts? Marriage consists of 3 rings: wedding ring, engagement ring and suffer ring. And I'm so short of money, I'm looking for a wife called Penny. The closest I came to becoming a plastic surgeon was when I was cutting up my credit cards. Careers. Do you want a job which keeps you on the straight and narrow? Be a train driver. Do you want a job where you go up in the world? Be a scaffolder or a lift operator. Do you want a job where you make snap decisions? Be a photographer. Do you want a job where you enjoy a low profile? Be a carpet layer. If you got caught stealing watches, would you be facing time? And if you got caught stealing calendars, would you get 12 months? And Benny Hill told us that a wristwatch or a clock that has stopped is worth keeping because it's still right twice a day. I met a very intelligent child once who had a comeback, but sir, you don't know when it's right. I moved so slowly that I was confused when I was watching the men doing stock taking at Madame Tussauds. They wondered if I was a waxwork exhibit or not. Why don't litter pickers need any training? Because they pick it up as they go along. And when you see one of them walking along with these pinchers picking up litter, go up to them and say, are you coming to grips with your new job? My electricity bill was so expensive I thought it was shocking. I hurt my elbow. I hurt my right elbow last night. I was ironing the curtains and fell out the window. I entered an amateur ugly competition and I was disqualified for being too professional. And every time I go to the dentist, I consider it to be a jaw-dropping experience. And if I didn't have a Tesco club card, I'd be a loner. I made that one up when I was at the checkout. Someone went for a balloon ride and someone said to her, what was it like? She said, amazing. I said to her, why don't you just say it was an uplifting experience? It's just like being a forklift driver. Do you know I was so skinny that people used to say to me, I've seen more meat on a butcher's apron. And when I was sunbathing, they said to me, I've seen more meat on a Sainsbury chicken. You know, not mean. I'm not mean with my money, you know. It's just that my piggy bank suffers with swine fever. And just because I'm mean, it doesn't mean that I'm really mean. I just suffer with short arms and deep pockets. And I'm one of these people that go on holiday to the Sahara Desert where I spend money on a rainy day. Do you know I'm so ugly that my dummy had a 12-inch flange so no one could see my face? Do you know I'm so happy? I'm as happy as mosquitoes at a nudist colony or Scrooge at Christmas. Children taught me these. You're as useless as a solar-powered torch, or a black light bulb, or an ashtray on a motorbike, or a waterproof tea bag. And you've got as much striking power in a game of football as a wet match. I know a cheap way of owning a jacuzzi. I just tip Andrew's liver salts in the bathtub. Here we go. Someone once said to me, you're not very intelligent, one more brain cell you'd have a plant. I'm in self-isolation. I feel like a Trappist monk suffering with laryngitis. Seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. I'm so rough looking in the morning that I look like as though I'd just been resurrected from a peat bog. That's a Dame Edna joke. I got this from a film called North Sea Hijack. You've got enough chips on your shoulder for a game of roulette. I thought that was quite good. And some more actually. You're making more noise from a Comanche raiding party. That was in the same film. A And then it said that, oh, is that the dirtiest look you've got? Or you got a vocabulary slightly wider than a orangutan? Or that's as conciliatory as a shotgun wedding? Oh, you're more of a tangle than a ferret in a string vest. Oh, you're as compatible as a cage full of bad-tempered monkeys. Or you're as jumpy as a box of frogs. Your future would cause a fortune teller to be speechless. Do you know I'm not very bright? I remember sitting up all night studying for a urine test. I move as slow as a game of Russian chess, and they've seen more movement on a Russian chessboard than see me walking. And I'm so slow at my age, when I go to a geriatric discotheque, my favourite dance is the Egyptian mummy shuffle. I was so square when I was a kid at school that kids thought I looked like a sugar cube. And before I went mountaineering, I thought you could buy crampons only at a chemist. When you see a waiter doing this, go up to him or her and say, do you have a steady job? Marriage is a sentence. Discuss. Caretakers, they're multi-talented, aren't they? School caretakers. I saw a caretaker called Keith. He was pruning a tree. I said, Keith, are you branching out? I'm waiting for Dame Edna to receive a knighthood. And that would probably be as rare as finding droppings from a wooden rocking horse. Do you know I'm so ugly? I'm so ugly I could scare vultures off a meat lorry. Turkey, too many people smoke there. And I thought, I'll stereotype their names. Must have a fag. Would you like a career in a growing industry? Be a hairdresser. My hairdresser told me that. He says you've literally got money at your fingertips. And what's the name of the man who invented the patio window? Seymour Glass. And when he invented the windowsill, that's when he became a true ledge. I made that one up. Oh, and the council like to save money. So with their cemetery service, they're operating a skeleton staff. Tony Blackburn joke. There's been a massive increase in the number of alcoholics. Staggering figures. These are staggering figures. Would you say that watchmakers have got time on their hands? And a good seamstress is very difficult to pin down. If you want a moving experience, relocate your home. If you bought a burglar alarm, I'd give you my ringing endorsement. My joke. Your definition of work is not in the dictionary. Oh yeah, I get on well with my neighbours, but when they saw me talking to Marsha, my seagull, they accused me of using foul language. What's a business person's favourite word from the Old Testament? Profit. I made that up. When I opened the windows in class in this RE lesson, I said, open the window, let the light in. God said, let there be light, and there was light. Genesis 1 verse 3. The only soulmate I ever had was when I used to work at the Cobblers. iPhone, FaceTime, I thought that was something to do with a prison sentence. And you see these people with iPads. The only tablet I've ever come into contact with was years ago when I read the Ten Commandments. When I'm with my partner, I say to her, we're both sex symbols. The only difference is I'm a sex symbol only to the women who don't care. That's a Ken Dodd joke. And on the same subject, a woman saw me in the street the other day. She said, hello handsome, where's the opticians please? Now I made this one up. What is a hairdresser's favourite sport? Curling. I saw that on the Winter Olympics and I said, curling? Work backwards. Hairdresser joke there. And of course the cheapest barber is the one who offers cutthroat prices. Elvis Presley made us laugh. He was asked, what do you like best about a woman? And he replied that she's female. I was on a crash diet until it fell apart. I made this one up. During the recession, the bra factory went bust. Accountants never die, they just lose their balance and keel over. Watchmakers just run out of time, they don't die. Chauffeurs don't die, they just lose their drive. The closest I ever came to becoming a monk or becoming a father was when I was given a tour around a monastery. I'm so old that I wear fossil watches. Give me two names of two cowboy builders, Bodgett and Scarpa. I made this one up as well. What do, at a fisherman's unemployment convention, what do they say to each other? We're all in the same boat. A parrot went into a restaurant, had a good meal. The waiter says, how do you want to pay? The parrot says, put it on my bill. Now, the last thing I'll say to you in Joker's Jukebox is a very useful piece of advice. When you come to a fork in the road, take it. Ciao for now.